definitely a red flag if you find out that it is, and that's a turnoff. If he's not witty enough to come up with his own responses, then no, bye. But go on a date and you'll find out.
Hey guys, welcome to the official YouTube page for Calm Down with Erin and Charissa. This is where you can watch all of our ridiculous conversations and fun interviews.
We have full shows. We've got pre-games, anything and everything that you guys could want. But first, you're going to have to subscribe. Just hit subscribe right there and you're good to go.
And now you can calm down with us.
Yep. Can you tell that we're reading this off a script? We hope so. All right. We need to calm down and wrap this bad boy up. Press subscribe. Thanks for listening.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
And hello, my gal. As always and forever. This segment, Erin, as you know, my little ray of sunshine right there, is brought to us by Macy's. We love Macy's.
We do.
First question on this pregame on this fine summer day, guys, is Cheshead 091591. Girls' night. Do you two actually stay out of trouble?
That makes me smile.
It makes me smile. And the answer in my world, Erin's more disciplined than I am.
No.
But do we stay
Not
out
with
of
my
trouble?
mouth.
Yeah. We do stay out of trouble. It just depends on what we're doing. I just took off my thumb brace thing because I think I broke my thumb.
But that wasn't with me, right?
That was not with you, but it depends on the night. Nothing bad, nothing illegal is happening.
No.
Just too much fun. And sometimes the dancing for me gets me in trouble just with physical ailments. But no, we're good. I don't know.
We love our jobs. We love Eric Shanks and Brad Zager way too much to get into trouble. You know?
That's true.
Lachlan Murdoch, we're not letting you down. No. I mean, now I may get in trouble with my better half for being a little lippy, maybe a little loud. And in the lippy in like a sarcastic way, I've got the answer. Oh, let me do it. That whole kind of thing. But no, we don't get in trouble. We're good.
We're good.
I've never felt closer.
Never felt closer. We'll get into that on the big show. I'm going through a real phase right now with Erin. We feel like we're in the womb together. Next up.
All right. Caitlin Piros. I'm so sorry. Caitlin Piroso. First-time mom, hobbies to engage in so that motherhood and work aren't my entire identity.
I like that.
Okay. That is all I have in my life, I think. Hobbies to engage in. So not with your child, just yourself?
Yeah, so she can feel like she's not just a mother is what I'm taking away from this.
I got to be honest, mine's so easy. I like my community at Barry's, and this is not an ad. I got a real community in my Barry's class. I do. I love those people so much. They lift me up. They do.
That's so nice.
Everybody, so high five your neighbor, give them a fist pump, you know? Yeah, no, I like a workout. I feel like you and I have been talking a lot about this like over the last few months. Is like a good group of girlfriends. I mean, maybe I know it's not a hobby, but maybe just kind of it's hard to have a life outside of your job and outside of your kids sometimes. So maybe reconnect with some girlfriends, have a, fun night with a girlfriend, maybe go take a class of some sort. By the way, I need to ask you what class you signed up for. You know the one.
What?
For an upcoming seminar. What was the class you chose?
Oh, you think that I've read any emails about?
Okay.
I'm always going to be the person that whatever class you're in is what I'm signing up for.
Puppy yoga.
Excuse me?
That's what it was available.
Erin's talking about our work seminar that we all get together at Fox, and it happens in August, and we look forward to it because we love our Fox family so much. But we always end up doing these classes, which brings me back to the one memory that, you know what I'm going to say, when Terry Bradshaw and I were tennis partners, and there was a certain individual on the other side of the net, not to be named, who drives me crazy, and was just firing balls. Just firing balls at us like he was auditioning for Wimbledon. And I was like, Terry can't get those balls. Stop doing that. And I started crying. And then Kenny Albert consoled me because I was crying because I was trying to protect Terry. But anyways, I will not be signing up for any other class you're not a part of. So puppy yoga it is. Now, for you, Caitlin Peroso, I am not a mother, but I think that any time in life, it's important to find balance. So I would say, especially if you like your husband, make sure you have a date night, because you need to, stop me if you've heard this before. My father always told me that us kids would grow up and leave, and my mom will still be there. So my mom was always the priority over us kids. So schedule a date night with your significant other. To Erin's point, a girls' night, or a workout. One of those 3 things, or all 3 of them, I think will probably make you feel like you're not just a mother.
I love it.
Anonymous.
I'm not just a mother.
I'm not just a mother. I think a guy I like is using AI to text me. Yes. Thoughts on this? Red flag, total turn off. This is fantastic.
This whole thing.
The only way you're going to know is if you go on a date with him, because he can't use AI on the date. So if he's not fun and witty in person, that's going to let you know, at least in my opinion. I would say, unless you've got some AI technology that you can run these texts through and see if they're, simulated. I don't know. I asked my nephew and niece about this because I was with them. About writing papers and stuff. And I was like, what is this? Can you just do AI? And they're like, no, because then the teachers run it through this software that pulls out if it's like AI. And I'm like, oh yeah. And why would you want to risk that? But anyways, as it pertains to AI texts, definitely a red flag if you find out that it is. And that's a turnoff. If he's not witty enough to come up with his own responses, then no, bye. But go on a date and you'll find out.
Again, I don't understand how people, I understand the part with AI on how to fact check something, or, hey, I've got a question about this. What does this rash mean? Am I going to die? No, just kidding. But I don't get how people are getting papers, or, the one, emails written. I don't understand how people are doing that. You just write in the chat thing and you say, I need to write a text message to turn this girl on. How does that go?
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be some kind of, I don't know, some kind of chat GBT thing where you just enter in the stuff that you want to say and it crafts, whether it's a paper, an email, or a text message.
I got nothing.
I got nothing either.
But I just think
that you go see this person and face to face. And if they're nowhere near the hilarity or wit or intelligence of the said text messages, then I would say it's definitely AI.
Yeah, throw the penalty flag. Emerson, do you miss football? I miss football a lot. I don't miss the traveling. I miss my crew a lot. I'm excited to kind of see them. You and I were texting TB, Tom Brady, the other day, and I just miss his humor. We had a fun night the other night with Matthew Stafford, and myself, I think your better half, my better half, we were just peppering him with questions. And Matthew was so great just getting into stuff about quarterbacks, teams. And I meant to look over at you and say, I'm so excited for football. But stuff like that is amazing. Of course, Chris was the good friend and was like, hey, if you want to talk about something else, we don't have to. But I'm like, no, I got another question. That was fun.
No, it was really fun. But I love football. I mean, football is year round. I mean, you could turn on the TV at any time and get a dose of football. But I will say, as much as I love my jobs that revolve all around football, I'm enjoying the off season.
Yeah.
Because once the season starts, it's full immersion. And I like to, as I always talk about, charge my battery. I'm right now at a 70% charge. I got a little bit more I want to do. It's only the start of July, and then come at the beginning of August, then it's full football mode for us. It's the seminars, it's the marketing stuff, it's the different things that we're doing
that
with
we're grateful for.
That we're so grateful for. And then we got preseason. So I'm enjoying the last little bit of July, and then it will be full football 24/7. And we love that. And we're so lucky to do that job.
I can't believe you said you're 70% charged. I just spent 48 hours with you and I'm fucking exhausted. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way, but I'm going to be honest. The first question was, do you guys get in trouble? No, but we just get no sleep. We are going, we're going. Don't give us a ranch water.
For the first time though, and I don't think I've done this at your house, I took a nap because I was coming off of a real streak that we were on with our vacation. And then I was traveling somewhere else. And so I audibled and came to see you real quick. And I obviously, any chance
you went
I can
10
get,
toes up.
I was like, give me that hour nap. But we're going to talk about this on the big show.
Okay.
I'm insisting that Miss Erin Jill Andrews makes sleep a priority. She makes everything else in her life a priority. And I'm going to emphasize sleep because my gal is, every time I turn around, she's up. Early in the morning, late at night.
She's up.
She is just busy. I'm like, oh, I just woke up. She's like, I've already been up for 6 hours. So we're going to emphasize that for you. Help me, Rhonda. Anonymous, what are the keys to a good marriage proposal? What not to do? This is hysterical. This is not for me. So go for it, sister.
Well, I've never proposed to anyone, but I would say the biggest key is you have to make it something special for you both. What's sentimental, what carries a lot of weight in your relationship, what not to do. I don't think people should. I mean, I was going to say don't do it on a Jumbotron, but maybe that
don't do it on
to people.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
Maybe
you're
it
right.
does.
Not for us. If somebody proposed to me on a Jumbotron,
I know.
I'd look at them and be like, you don't know me. But you're right. If maybe that's something sentimental for
maybe they're
the
just
individual.
so obsessed with it. So that would, I just think it has to like hold weight, hold significance, be something very, very special between the two of you. I also would say this, maybe you don't have to. I kind of like getting a little feedback from the friends, like if you're like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this, thoughts, you don't have to. You could just make it something with like you and the significant other. But I don't know.
I think there's only 2 rules. And again, as somebody who the first marriage, I won't even get into it. Both have been shitty. So I will just say that number 1, make sure that the person is going to say yes. Yeah. If there's any sort of apprehension or you're a little like 50-50 on it, make sure that the person's going to say yes, because that's awful for them to put them in that position. And it's also awful for you. So be sure that the person wants to get married to you. Second is ask the person, whether it's their father, their mother, for permission. I think that's still sweet to do.
Yes.
I think that the tradition, and it might not be a parent, maybe it's your grandparent, maybe it's, your uncle that means a lot to you, whatever that person in your life is. I think that is really meaningful, because I would hate it if somebody asked me to marry them and they hadn't consulted my father, which has happened before. So make sure that they say yes and that your parental figure in your life has signed off on it. So
I love it.
And good luck. Let us know how it goes, because obviously it's happening. So we'd love to hear the follow-up.
That's a great point. All right. Kings Mudam. Yeah. Hey, ladies, any more countries you want to go to that you have not been to? I want to explore more of Italy. I do. I've just been to certain parts. I think we've realized we are real Italy folks, and I want to go there. I want to go to more of their, areas.
Tuscany,
there.
we talked about.
Yeah. Sicily would be fun.
That. I would love to go to Mallorca. I've heard a lot. I feel like that's like circulating a lot. People are like say a lot of good things about that. I also want to go. We talked about this when we were leaving our last trip. I want to go on a safari with you guys.
Yes.
I think that would be incredible. Us in the Land Rover with elephants and giraffes and everything. I think it would be so much fun. So yeah, definitely a safari, saving our pennies now, because those things are not cheap.
We want to do an aquatic adventure as well, like a Croatia situation. Like, that whole thing.
We love a boat.
Dialed. Oh, yeah.
Boats.com. As you guys know, this segment is brought to us by Macy's. We love Macy's for so many different reasons, but we also love Macy's because they believe it is crucial to support nonprofits dedicated to helping kids prepare for their best school year ever. So here's what you guys can do to support that. Join in, support Reading is Fundamental and NAMI now through September 14th. And you can do that by donating to RIF and NAMI through in-store, roundup, or online donations to support reading proficiency. So with that in mind, I ask you, Erin, what book are you, I know you're reading a lot of books to Mac. What books are you reading this summer, or what's something that you want to put an emphasis on for the upcoming season, book-wise?
We talked about it earlier. I really want to finish this Good Vibes book. I really do. And it's a quick read. It really is, because it's all common sense and things I know to do. But yeah, Good Vibes. I really want to finish it.
Okay, Good Vibes. I am at the ranch, and this is my ranch book. I have books that at each location I'm at because I'm not good about finishing books. I like starting them, I get really into them, and then I set them down. So this one has been here for the last couple months, so I'm going to make a point. I'm here for a little while to finish the only one left. Just a total fun fiction, like mystery book. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. But remember that you guys can support RIF and NAMI now through September 14th. Donate their online donation to support reading proficiency. We love that, Macy's. Thumbs
Good job.
Up. This segment, of course, is brought to us by Macy's. Shop now at Macy's.com or in store.
Love it. Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.